On the 1st of April 2024, Thandiswa Mazwai made an appearance on the NPR Tiny Desk. According to my knowledge, she's the first ever South African musician to perform on the NPR platform, which has millions of subscribers worldwide. I can't play the video here because of copyright, but believe me when I tell you that her performance was absolutely insane. I literally got shivers from watching her performance. Thandiswa stands as a profound anomaly in the realm of music, a figure whose artistry transcends genres, cultural boundaries, and constraints of time. In this video, we'll break down her early days as a pivotal voice in the Kwaito movement with Bongo Maffin to a solo career characterized by fearless exploration of Afro soul and traditional sounds. Mazwai has carved out a path that defines convention. Now, without further ado, let's get started with this video. Thandiswa Nyameka Mazwai is a South African musician and is also a lead vocalist and songwriter of Bongo Maffin, a legendary Kwaito group. She was born in a small town called Nkanduli in the Eastern Cape in 1976, the year of the Soweto uprising. Her parents, Belete and Tami Mazwai, were journalists and anti-apartheid activists. As a result, her home was filled with books, articles, and thick political discussions. It was in this environment that nurtured her perspective as an artist. After high school, she went on to attend Wits University, where she studied English literature and international relations. Her work has always been inspired by her mother, Belete, who died in 1992 when Thandiswa was only 15 years old. She also drew inspiration from people like Steve Biko, Frantz Fanon, Chuano Achebe, and Kwame Nkrumah. After earning her BA at Wits, Thandiswa put all of her church and school choir experience to use and made her professional debut in 1993 at the Market Theatre in a production called SA Love. Attempted to get noticed at the Shell Road to Fame talent show, but Thandiswa did not even make it to the semi-final rounds. She did, however, catch an eye of a musician and producer, Don Laka, who arranged to include her in a project he was working on. The project Don Laka was working on was the creation of the supergroup Bongo Maffin. As the part of Bongo Maffin, Thandiswa was introduced to a professional recording studio for the first time in her life. Here's a clip of Thandiswa talking about the first time recording music in a studio.
I do that every day.
Wow.
Make up songs. That's what I do.
That's what I do.
And they were like, well...
Get in
the
there.
Microphone. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
Booth.
They were like, well,
Night
you
booth.
want to try? And I got in there and my voice was shaking.
And then you do a hit
And I was
song.
like, hey, with a small little voice. And it was a hit.
Imagine.
That's how it happened. I had no idea. I didn't even know what was happening until they said to me, we make it up. And I said, that I understand. I've done that before.
Because I do this every day
I
at home.
do it every day at
Yeah.
home. I know what you mean when you say make up a song. I can do that. Sasicule emakhwayeni nasemasontweni and whatever. There's never a microphone. Now there's a microphone, so you don't know ukuthi do you use that voice yakho esesontweni?
Or do
Because
you,
also as a ghetto child unama voice amaningi.
yeah, or ifakele accent
Khona
because
le
manje-
yasesontweni yokuthi
Yeah.
like uyenza bencane, and then you're like emlanjeni, you know what I mean? Uyenza bencane bese iba nento eshayikhayo lapha ekugcineni.
Shortly after that, she was singing background for the group Bongo Maffin. During her time as a background vocalist, producers of Bongo Maffin recognized her talent and invited her to join the group as the lead singer in 1996, and that's when all changes for South African music began. You see, Bongo Maffin was one of the first groups to perform Kwaito, a purely South African mixture of hip-hop, reggae, and house music flavored with South African sensibilities and dialects. What made Bongo Maffin stand out were Thandiswa Mazwai's political conscious lyrics and rich expressive vocals. By 1997, the trio became the most popular group in South Africa. They have released 5 studio albums and performed all over the world. their contribution to the South African musical canon earned Bongo Maffin numerous awards, among them Summer Awards, Kora Awards, Metros, and many other accolades. In 2004, the 10th anniversary of South African freedom, Thandiswa again stepped into the forefront of change. Although still a member of Bongo Maffin, she released a solo studio album called Zabalaza. Zabalaza was a stunning collection of soulful, genre-bending songs. The album documents contemporary African identity. Throughout the album, you could tell that Thandiswa married the traditional harmonies of Xhosa chants and instruments with modern kwaito, gospel, and jazz sound. The album electrified Africa, Europe, and Japan and earned her numerous awards, including Best African Contemporary Album and Best Female Artist at the South African Music Awards in 2005. Between 2005 and 2008, Thandiswa spent time touring with Bongo Maffin and also going to her solo tours before making a return to release music in 2009. Her second solo album, Ibokwe, was released in 2009 and it quickly reached gold in its first week of release. At that point, she made it very clear that she was back into dominating the airwaves. A year later, her live DVD, Dance of the Forgotten, was released and it won Best Female Live DVD in 2011. After a long hiatus, she released an album called Belede in 2016. The album was dedicated to a late mother, which is why it was named after her. Recently, Thandiswa has released her fourth solo studio album called Sankofa. The album was recorded in Joburg, New York, Senegal, and has a fair share of political songs. When interviewed by Charles Leonard from Mail and Guardian about the inspiration and concept behind Sankofa, Thandiswa revealed that she got access to the International Library of African Music at Rhodes University in 2010. Listen to her explaining how the album came together.
You know, I had gotten an archive from ILAM, which is the International Library of African Music, that sits at Rhodes University.
It's in Rhodes, yeah.
Yeah, it's at Rhodes University.
Island.
Yeah,
Okay.
ILAM. So if
It's a
you
beautiful
ever
archive.
just want to go and dig in the archive for lots of different African music, it's there. So they gave me access to some of the archive about 10, 15 years ago. And I've just kind of been sitting with this stuff at home, looking at it. But finally, last year, it made sense to me what I was going to do with it.
Right.
So I'm using a lot of the information that I'm finding in that archive and inserting it into this new music.
What are you finding though, Thandiswa?
So it's
I mean,
things-
it must be volumes
it's
and
recordings.
volumes. But
Well, mostly I took Xhosa music. So I
see.
took recordings of Umkhupe and Uhati.
Uhati.
I took Ukungokola the voice recordings. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, this is so
So,
beautiful. I
yeah.
didn't know about ILAM. Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This is
It's a great
amazing.
resource.
In a career spanning decades, Thandiswa's ability to evolve while staying true to her roots has been instrumental in her enduring relevance. Her fearless exploration of identity, coupled with a commitment to social justice and cultural pride, continues to resonate deeply with audiences worldwide. Thandiswa's unwavering authenticity and uncompromising artistry ensures that she remains not just a musician, but a beacon of testament to the power of music to inspire change and unite communities across the globe. She is a sister to Nomsa Mazwai, with whom they share a healthy sibling rivalry. The controversial poet and social activist Tseke Mazwai. Let me know your thoughts about King Thandiswa Mazwai's impact in the South African music, or share me your favorite song by Thandiswa in the comment section. Until next time, guys,